Winning! So it's great for we can collect things and we can die and so on in this game, but we've got no way of kind of getting to a da-da, you win type of screen. A couple of things I want to point out. If you hold down Shift and you press right or left on your keyboard or even up and down, your view moves. So you can see now that I've actually kind of more or less copy and pasted that ground and coins to have this extra layer which I hadn't had before. And what I'm planning to do is have something at the end here, so when I come in contact with it, it will say, well done, you've won, and well, take me to a you win screen of some sort. So with that in mind, within scenes, I'm not actually going to make a new scene. If you haven't got a game over scene already, you will need to go back and have a look at that to be able to make this. But I'm literally just going to copy and paste that, and you can see now I've got game over one, game over there, and I'm going to rename this one so it's the win screen, or just win actually. I'll just leave it as that. I'll be fine. And in that, if I double click on it, I've already got things set up. So I've got my game over, my restart, but my quit button. So I'm not having to redo any of that stuff. But what I will need to do is change my text. Let me just double check this is text there. So it says you win instead of game over. And I might want to add like something in the background, something to make it look a little bit more I don't know, more positive because at this point in time it's just a black background like that. So might be a good idea on your game over scene and on your win scene to have something in the background to kind of make them more distinct from each other. But anyway, that's for something for you guys to do. Now with this, I will need to go up to File and Build Settings and add the open scene because I need to add my win scene into there as well. And back on my sample scene, if I just press yes because I've made changes there, I'm then going to go and look at adding something. So I'm going to hold down Shift, sorry, and move to the right. Something to the end here. So when I come in contact with it, it will send me to the win screen. So best way to do it is just to add let's have a look, a square. And I'm actually going to make it a little bit taller. Let's rescale it actually, like so, like that. And I am going to make it transparent at some point, but I am going to call it let's see, what am I going to call it? I'll have to give it a tag. So finish might be a good idea for it. Let's call it finish. And I'm going to save that. And if I come back onto my rectangle and I choose finish from there, I will need to add a collider to it. So it's probably a good idea to do a box collider because that's the shape it is. And I'm going to click is trigger. So when I come in contact with it, something will happen then. So back on our player script or movement script, where is it? There it is. We've got little things already on here which will say if I come in contact with the ground, I'll be able to jump. So I'm actually just going to add something on to this. I'm not 100% sure if this is going to work, so you might have to bear with me. In fact, I'm just going to copy that. I'm going to put that there, and I'm going to change that to finish. And I will need to add a couple of things at the top here because if I want to be going to a you win screen, and I'm actually going to go and have a look at my code I've got elsewhere. So let's have a look. So fall in def. I will need to take that line of code because that allows me then to be able to say I want to go to a particular scene. And if I come back onto here, I'm actually going to be taking this line here and popping that in there as well. So this is all guesswork at the moment. I'm not 100% sure if this is gonna work. And the win screen we want it to go to. So let's hit the win. And I'm gonna save that. And let's see if it does any error messages. So far, so good. And when it eventually kicks in and I press play, I'm just gonna try to avoid dying and go straight to that cube at the end, or the square at the end. Make the jump. I want to hit into it. Oh, it didn't work. Wonder why that didn't work. That's why it didn't work. I didn't have it in the right thing. So that's on collision enter 2D. So I just needed to bring one down or do another one underneath it, which was on trigger enter 2D and bring those two lines of code into it here. So let's run that. I'll save it and let's just test that works for us. And just wait for it to kick in. I haven't been able to collect all these coins yet. That's going to be something I'm going to need to try to do. And when I hit it, it goes to you win. Ta-da! So You might want to kind of think about doing something extra this year. So you can make that transparent. So on the sprite renderer, if I go to the color and I just drag that one right the way down to zero, you can't see it. But I might actually do it as well. So there's like maybe a wall at the end, and my camera might kind of like stop following me when I get so far. But that's something I'm going to mess around with and something you guys can mess around with yourselves as well. Right, in our last video, we are going to be adding some sprites in, because at the moment we're just using triangles, rectangles, and that works lovely. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But I'm actually going to start bringing in something so it actually looks like a chicken dash game.